Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. The video today is geared more towards riders who are beginners or riders that just want to get into motorcycling for the first time. So if that sounds like you, stick around to find out some great online resources for new riders. Okay, the first online resource is called CycleErgo.com. If you want to know how a particular bike might fit you, this is the website you need to check out. It's basically a tool for simulating your riding posture on a motorcycle or a scooter. You can choose from a lot of different motorcycles on there, and they have a lot of different models and years. And if there is a bike that you want that they don't have on that website, you can actually request that they add it. Best of all, the tool is free and it's got the most polished 1990s website design you will ever see, ever. I highly encourage you to check it out. CycleErgo.com. All right, coming in at number 2 on our list is reddit.com r/newriders. Of course, I have to mention Reddit. There's a subreddit out there for every type of thing you could imagine, including new riders. There's also a main motorcycle subreddit that you can check out, but I don't recommend that as much as the new riders one because there's a lot of general content on the main motorcycle subreddit that might not be as relevant to you as a new rider as it is for older riders. And if you're a new lady rider, you can also check out 2X Riders. There's a lot of helpful girls on there, including a post that I made with a list of female riders who motovlog, so check that out. Moving on to number 3 is Fort9, the YouTube channel. They're an entertaining motorcycle channel based out of Canada, and they're pretty much dedicated to motorcycle content. I think some of the content that they have could fly over your head if you're a new rider, but do check out their playlist section because they do have a couple playlists that are geared specifically towards beginner riders, and they have beginner rider in the title of the playlist. Number 4 is the Motorcycle Safety Foundation website, msf-usa.org. If you're in the United States and you want to get into motorcycle riding, the MSF website is a godsend. It's a site that aggregates statewide motorcycle training programs. If you're in Pennsylvania like me, I will leave a link down in the description to the PA-specific Motorcycle Safety Foundation's course. But if you're in any other state, you can go on the MSF website and pretty much look up free motorcycle training programs. They're all called the Basic Rider course. All you basically need for these courses is a riding permit, which you can get in like 15 minutes if you go to your DMV. And typically these courses will even provide a motorcycle for you, so you don't have to have a motorcycle to be able to take a riding course and get your license. They have motorcycles for you that you can use. They can even provide you with helmets if you need a helmet. For my course at least, the only thing they asked me to bring was a long sleeve jacket of some kind, some type of riding glove, long pants, some shoes that cover your ankles, and some kind of eye protection if you're not wearing a full face helmet. They teach you everything you need to know in 4 days, so if you know nothing about motorcycles, at the end of 4 days, you'll be able to learn how to ride a motorcycle. And at the end of the 4 days, they bring in an instructor, and then you can take a test to get your motorcycle license. Yeah, you really can't beat the MSF website. Go check it out. The MSF website also offers more advanced courses for riders, so you can look those up as well. And in Pennsylvania, even the advanced rider courses are free. All right, and last but not least, number 5, I asked you guys on Instagram to tell me what your favorite online resources are for new riders, and a couple of you mentioned a bunch of YouTubers, and 2 YouTubers kept coming up, so I figured I will mention them here. The first one is MotoJitsu, and our second one is Dan the Fireman. I'll leave links to both of their channels in the description if you're interested in watching. MotoJitsu has content for new riders, but he also has content for intermediate riders. And Dan the Fireman also has a lot of videos that cater to new riders, so I suggest you check out both of those channels. I also want to mention that you can learn a whole lot just by watching other motovloggers. It doesn't have to be MotoJitsu or Dan. You can watch any motovloggers out there. That's pretty much what I did for a year before I started riding, and I got to know a lot about like what kind of hazards I might encounter on the road, what are good riding techniques, what are not so good riding techniques, how do you deal with heavy traffic, how do you deal with crowded intersections, just lots of things that if you just watch a lot of that content, you will absorb motorcycle knowledge. So yeah, just watch content and you'll start learning. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I'd also like to thank NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. While you're online looking at these resources, I recommend you go to nordvpn.org/Lali. I use NordVPN whenever I'm traveling to Romania so that I can get all the Netflix shows that I want to watch in Romania that aren't available there. If you have a Netflix subscription and you didn't know, Netflix will provide country-specific content, so if you want to watch something that's not available in your country but is available in another one, you can do that with a VPN, because a VPN gives you pretty much geographical freedom. So you can access the internet as if you were from any country in the world. A VPN also acts like a middleman between you and your ISP provider like Comcast. Comcast pretty much has control over your digital privacy because everything you do online goes back through them, but the VPN is the wall that stops that communication. So if your ISP provider wants to see what you're up to, all they're going to see is VPN. On top of that, a VPN also gives you secure public Wi-Fi, so you can stop worrying about people stealing your data while you're browsing bike memes on Instagram. You can go to nordvpn.org/lali and socially distance yourself from your ISP provider while also getting 70% off and an extra month free. That's all I have for you guys today. I will see you in the next one.